So we're at the York Hospitium. We're in the York's fabulous museum gardens, and I've managed to collar Penny, who works for the York Museums Trust, to take us for a kind of spin round this fabulous building. It's a building we've been to on a number of occasions where I've always admired it, the rich history, but today for the first time we're going to see inside. So first of all, thank you, Penny, for inviting us to be part of York Unlocked.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. So you are in charge of selling this building. Doesn't take much selling, surely.
No, it's a beautiful space. So I manage inquiries, bookings, private events. So I take them from inquiries, maybe a viewing, and then through to bookings. That includes weddings and conferences. Okay, so
we know a bit about the historic background. We know that this was a kind of stopping point for pilgrims in the kind of medieval period coming to visit the fabulous Abbey that's kind of behind us, a Hospitium, place of hospitality. So it's still kind of retained that function. It's still a place of hospitality to this day.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think the fact that we have this private event space means that it can continue being looked after and can endure for years to come.
And I think you're actually setting for a wedding inside right now, is that? Yeah, and that's why we can't actually be with you on Saturday live, isn't it? Because there's going to be a bride and groom and the party's all going to be here in full swing.
Unfortunately, so we're just open for the Sunday of York Unlocked, but obviously for you guys who are watching on the live stream, it means Saturday's available.
Perfect. Well, if you kind of show us the way in, and we'll kind of follow you. So it's called York Hospitium. That's its kind of official title, right?
That's right.
Just take a minute just to take in this fabulous kind of architecture. It must be so inspiring for you coming and working in a building like this.
Yeah, we are midway through setting up, so I feel like we're not at our best today. But
you're getting behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got the bar area over here.
So it's a historic building, but it's very modern in terms of facilities, then, isn't it? In terms of your ability to host, entertain. But I mean, that's you've got a perfect blend then, really, haven't you, between the ancient and modern, really, here, which is kind of York all over, isn't it? That's what people love about it, isn't it? Is that we get to come and experience the ancient, but in comfort, and it's dry and you've got Wi-Fi and things like that.
That's what underfloor heating.
Underfloor heating. So I dare say that wouldn't have been the case in the medieval period when this was built. So just a kind of recapping, this is kind of 14th, 15th century construction.
Yeah, that's right.
And downstairs is sort of largely unchanged. Is that kind of fair to say?
Yeah. So a lot of what you see is structural. There are a few details that have probably been added on many years ago.
Yeah.
But obviously now we like to retain the original historic features.
So people who are coming to York, probably on religious pilgrimages or for kind of reason of visiting the Abbey, what you're looking at now, or we're looking at now, is pretty much very similar to how it would have been in their day. And perhaps it's a place of entertaining, of eating. Yeah. Would this have been down here?
I think you'll know that any building near the river, stone underneath, wood on top, so it could allow for flooding.
Yeah.
And then also, if they did have animals visiting, the animals would stay downstairs and then the people would stay upstairs.
I see. How to be smellier than this is the people, the animals, isn't it, really?
I feel like it's a lot cleaner now.
But of course, the big difference today is we've got glass. They wouldn't necessarily have had glass in those days, would they? Probably shutters to kind of let. So we get this bathing, beautiful light, and of course, peeping out, we get this fabulous view here of the end section of the Abbey, of course, which inspired Turner, no less, I believe, to come do a sketch down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we've got, 6 stone pillars is the kind of centre one. And you dress these up, I know you've got kind of lights up here.
Yeah, so we kind of leave them quite minimal, so that if we're having a wedding, the couple can choose their own colours or lighting effects. It actually doesn't need a lot, because like today, there's basically nothing, but it still looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do a lot with the space for it to look really special.
And how many can you seat in here then? If you're planning a wedding, what sort of guest numbers are you talking?
So we can go up to 100 for ceremonies.
Wow.
I'd say the majority of our couples tend to go for sort of the 60 to 80 capacity for the daytime. But yeah, up to 100 is fine, or as small as 20.
So yeah, it's very amenable then, isn't it? And it's so lovely that you've got obviously these features as well. And I think some of these maybe come from the Abbey, they're not necessarily from this building, but being relocated into here. And I'm looking at this particular sort of front space here. The altarpiece, are we calling this?
Yeah, we like to call this the altar. We're not actually sure if it officially is.
Yeah.
But it makes a really nice focal point for the room. If you imagine this is the aisle for the bride and groom. And then we've got the guests either side. So the ceremony can take place at the front, in front of the altar.
Yeah, but just because it's a civic ceremony, isn't it? Obviously, it's a building with formal religious purposes, but it's a civic ceremony, isn't it? So
we're getting increasing amounts of celebrant-led ceremonies, and they're a bit more personal, possibly religious, but usually just something unique to the couple. So we can do both legal civil ceremonies and also the celebrant.
So you're pretty flexible then in terms of what people actually want from it. And I mean, it's just so fabulous, isn't it? I mean, there's something about history, I think, that you can kind of touch. You know, and immediately feel not just the kind of the cold of the stone, but also it feels like a lot of hands have been on here. You know,
it's really smooth, all the edges are
yeah.
on, aren't they?
There's something, and obviously we chatted before we were out live, didn't we? We don't quite know what these etchings are about, whether masons marked or perhaps referring to something else, maybe stations across, who knows? But you know, they've been here for a long time, and just evidence of human hands, which I think is lovely. Little marks of the chisels here. We can see this kind of rectangular kind of chisel marks. So perhaps we're just practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a learner.
Apprentice.
Yeah, could have, you know, just to being a laying around piece of stone in the gardens, learning their craft, not being very good. Look at these marks now.
The master's done
the sort of fluting down there.
It's a bit more intricate.
Yeah, so it's kind of wonderful, isn't it, that you've just got this history of human connection. It's not inanimate, is it? When you start to look up and you see there's humans have been part of this, which is kind of so lovely. So we've also got a beautiful sort of stone floor, haven't we? And again, just lovely kind of that patina of age on there, isn't there? It's just really beautiful. So should we take a walk upstairs and have a look at your other space? The light in here is just magnificent.
I think possibly this is, late in the day in September.
It'd be a great time to get married though, wouldn't it, with this light? You've also got this sort of golden hour thing going on, haven't you?
That's something we're exploring, doing some sunrise and sunset weddings.
Yeah, I think as a photographer, I mean, I'm looking at this light and thinking, this is a gift that you wouldn't normally get for a wedding that probably at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, to have your photos, the light and the contrast that you would get in your photos here really would be something.
It's that golden hour, isn't it?
Golden hour, yes, it's remarkable. It's actually that lower light as well, obviously as the Earth spins on its axis as well, you just get that sort of lower sun, and it creates this real beauty. Thank you. So you say you've got a lift as well. I mean, obviously I'm able-bodied, but for people that are visiting that are less mobile, fabulous. And somebody's captured there's a picture.
Oh, it's quite cute, that one.
Beautiful, isn't it? Tony Brook, for the perfect day. So originally, would there have been a stone staircase in here? Do we know? Is it been kind of obviously been taken out, but
I don't know if we know.
or was it external? Because obviously it's notable that you've got an external staircase.
Yeah. So actually, when you go back outside, if you look at the building exterior, there is another doorway that way.
Yeah.
So the building was originally a lot longer.
Right.
It's hard to say exactly because this wasn't a significant building religiously or politically. There's not a huge amount of writing on it. So.
Yeah. And it was quite a wreck, wasn't it? I mean, I've seen sort of sketches of this, in the early Victorian era, and it's a mess, isn't it? Wow.
So yeah, excuse the chat because we're halfway through setting up.
But they look beautiful. Just so simple, the lights on the beams, but just creates a really magical atmosphere, doesn't it?
And even just like the light coming in off the river, because it sort of sparkles through the trees or off the river itself, so it's nice and.
It is, isn't it? It's catching the glassware to make sure it's all really clean, isn't it? I can attest to it. Everything's beautiful and sparkling and clean. It looks absolutely kind of magnificent. But you use this for conferences as well, don't you? This has got another kind of use. I was sat here a few months ago listening to an expert speaker up there, so a very different vibe today. So you're really maxing out the uses, aren't you?
I'll drop the screen and then you can see.
Yeah, fabulous. And again, the beautiful colour, the floor, the rich auburn colour, very autumnal, isn't it? The colour of the floor at the moment, yeah.
We get it waxed every year, so it's
beautiful,
nice, protected layer on it. So yeah, we're looking forward to hosting a fundraising dinner at the end of October.
Oh yeah.
That's specifically raising money for the Melsonby Hoard, which is an Iron Age discovery.
Yes.
And they're hoping to they're able to keep it at the Yorkshire Museum.
It's in the museum right now, isn't it? Yeah.
But we need another round of help to be able to sort of research it and preserve it, because we've acquired it, but there's more to do. So yeah, that's the next phase.
So the Melsonby Hoard is Iron Age coinage, is that right?
It's loads of things.
Yeah.
So I think because it's all kind of fused together, they're kind of unsure how much they're going to find when they take it all apart carefully. I wouldn't like that job.
What an exciting challenge, though.
No, it'll be great. They'll discover a lot. I think it's one of the largest discoveries from that period. So.
Yeah, I could spend all day in this building. It really is kind of fabulous. But the good thing is, there's lots of reasons to come and use it, and the York Museums Trust is a kind of key way of generating income for the preservation of York's history, its archives, its future, right?
Exactly, yeah, and preserving the lovely gardens that we have that surround the Hospitium. You know, they've won awards for what they've done, but they are a charity, so you know, if anybody wants to support that in any way, that's really appreciated.
Is there a kind of an easy way that people can contribute if they're interested in supporting
so
it?
I think on the York Museums Trust website, there's a way to donate either as a one-off or regularly. You know, it's all on there for people.
That's the York Museums Trust, .org.uk.
And we've got a bit about the Save the Melsonby Hoard on there as well. A lot more detail than I was probably going into. So
that's all right. I didn't know too much about it either. But, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for today, and good luck with the wedding at the weekend and with your fundraising. And thank you so much for being part of York Online.